Perfect. Okay, let's start first with a warm up. Like I say always, let's start like let's push in a little more like gentle at the beginning, and as you warm up, you can try to do a little higher. Okay, first let's inhale. Exhale, bend forward, reach your toes. I want you to think about shifting your body weight towards your toes so your heels are coming slightly off the floor. And now shift the body weight towards your heels and take your toes slightly off. You're really just shifting the body weight. So you shift it towards your heels, you shift it towards your toes. One more time. Bend the knees and roll up. Let's do it again. Inhale. Reach up and slightly back. Drive your hip forward. Engage your glutes. Exhale. Bend forward from your hip. Long back. Upper body is relaxed. Here is when you put the blocks if you need to right in front of you. I don't want you to feel tension. I want you to be relaxed and heavy. And again, shift the body weight towards your toes. And shift the body weight towards your heels. Make sure your knees are locked. Nothing is really moving except shifting body weight. One more time. Keep it in the center. Bend the knee, tuck your pelvic in, tuck your chin in, and roll up slow. Nice. Now you're gonna stay here. You're gonna open your arms, reaching away to shoulder level. Tall and long. You're gonna pendulum with your right leg. You're gonna bring it forward, and you're gonna bring it to the side. Warming up the glutes medius. Your core is tight. Your upper body is not moving at all. It's just your leg pendulum, your right leg. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. One more time. Now pendulum and cross it. So your right leg is crossed in front of your left one. Right there, inhale. Exhale, bend forward. Try to keep both knees locked. Again, this is the time to put your block or a pillow or anything you need in front of you, but you want to be relaxed. Your body weight is equally spread in both on your feet, and you feel really strong and tall. Yeah, I don't want you feel like you're arching your back or you're shrugging your shoulders. From there, you're gonna walk your hands towards your left side, towards the leg is on the front. Really focus and don't move your knees at all. Your knees stay extended. Inhale, exhale, walk your hands towards your right side, towards the back leg, the same thing. Nothing is really moving. Bring your hands back to the center. And now we are gonna do the same thing we did at the beginning. We are gonna shift body weight towards your toes. And shift body weight towards your heels. Shift body weight towards your toes. Again, you feel your body weight spread evenly between your right and your left foot. So when you go forward, you should feel a little more on the front. When we shift backwards, you feel a little more on the back leg. Now I want you to keep walking with your hands. Keep walking with your hands until similar a triangle pose. Flat, hands flat on the floor. And you're gonna take your right leg up and out and back. While your left hip, heel, stays flat on the floor. Your arms are reaching forward. Your toes are spread out. Now bring the right leg forward and bring your knee towards your elbows. Inhale, exhale, pressing back and away. Your left heel is flat on the floor. Your chest is pressing towards the knee. Inhale, exhale, drive your right knee towards your right elbow. Exhale, bring it back and away. Open up the hip, open up your chest. This is a great mobility and warm up. One more time, inhale. Exhale, press it back and away. Right now, you should feel a little looser, feel like your chest is flatter. Bring it back down. Cross it back like it was in front of your left. Walk your hand towards your toes. Bend both knees. Tuck your chin in and roll up slow so you don't get dizzy. We'll head down for a while. Nice. Okay, we are gonna do exactly the same thing with our left leg, okay? Chest toe, inhale. Open up your arms, shoulders away from your ears and toe. Take that left foot out and cross it. And out and cross it. If your balance is not good enough to do this, feel free to grab a chair and keep one hand. But I want you to feel your chest is tall and long. Your hip is forward. Your body weight is on your right leg. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And go above and cross in front. So now your left leg is in front of your right one. Inhale. Exhale, bend forward. Upper body is relaxed. Your knees are locked. Your body weight is spread in between your right and your left foot. Inhale. Walk your hands towards your right foot, right side, front foot. Walk your hands towards your left side or back foot. Go gently back to the center and shift your body weight towards your toes and shift your body weight towards your heels. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Now keep walking your hands, triangle pose. Hands, fingers spread out, your arms are reaching forward. You try to hold your heels on the floor. And you're gonna inhale and take your left foot off the floor. Bring it away from you and up. Your left knee is striving, reaching back. Your right heel is flat on the floor. Your chest is pressing towards the knee. Your shoulders stay square. They don't rotate. It's just your leg rotating. Now drive your left knee towards your left foot, towards your left elbow. Drive the knee in. Inhale. Exhale, bring it up and away. Push your heel down. Your right heel is down on the floor. It's not coming off. Perfect. Keep your shoulders square though. Don't rotate them. There we go. Just drive that knee backwards. Bring it to the front. Inhale. Bring it towards your elbows. Exhale, drive it back and away. One more time. Inhale, bring it towards your elbows. Exhale, up and away. Now really think about driving the chest towards your knee. You should feel nice hamstring stretch. Bring your leg towards the front again. Cross it on top of your right one again. And walk your hands towards the toes again. Bend the knees. Look up forward. And very gently roll up. Nice. Okay, that was a nice warm up. Let's get on the floor on our knees and hands right here. First, we are gonna sit on our heels. And we are gonna be doing a sequence where we are rotating from our right towards our left, back and forth. We usually do all right and later we go left. Today we alternate a little more mobility than just stretching. So drive up your hip forward, bring your hands behind you in your lumbar area, your elbows pointing back and away. You drive your hip forward, your chin goes up, glutes engage. Come up to neutral and drive your right leg forward, stretching. Okay, when you do this movement, it's very important to do it from your hip, not from your lower back or lumbar. So you don't want to arch your back, you want to drive your hip forward. Resto. If you can, you're going to reach your back leg and bring it towards you. Bring you back down. Bring your hands on the floor. Take your left knee off the floor. Rotate to your right. Bring your right down next to your right foot and rotate to your left. Holding the knee pointing forward. Sink your hips down. Back to the front. Drop the knee back on the floor. Come on, gently back up. Inhale. Arms goes up, arms reach backwards, chest goes backward, hip goes forward. You should feel it in your left hip. Bring it back down and sit on your heels again. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, drive your hip forward, bring your hands on your lumbar area, lower back. Engage your glutes, point your elbows back, bring your chin up, drive your hip bones forward. Relax it, back to neutral. Inhale, exhale, left leg goes forward. Here, watch for your hip. If you find your hip tilt out, it's because that hip flex is really tight. You might have to work just on bringing it forward before you can bring it into the front. So first, square forward. Later, you bring it towards leaning forward. If you can, you reach back leg. You can also use a belt for this or just stay in hip extension. Inhale, exhale, bring it down. Bring your hands on the floor. Roll your toes. I'm just gonna do it like this because of my foot, but you roll your toe under like we did on the other one. Take your knee off the floor. Rotate to your left. Your left knee is pointing forward. Inhale. Bring your left hand right next to your left foot and rotate to your right. Bring it back to the front. Bring your knee down. Bring your chest up again. Inhale. Bring your arms reaching up and back. Your hip goes forward. Relax it and go back and sit. From here, open your knees a little bit wider, around hip width apart or tiny bit wider, and sit back. If your hip, your anterior tibias, the front of your shin is really tight, and this creates a lot of knee pain, you can place a pillow and sit on a pillow to make you higher. From here, you're gonna drive your hands forward while you are sitting on your heels. So it's like a wider child pose type of position. Work your hands back up. Bring your hips off the floor again, hands on your lower back, elbows pointing back, hip drives forward, chin goes up. If you can, this is not for everybody, you can try to bring your hands towards your heels. But if you have like any type of lower back pain, don't do this. Okay, from there, slowly. Perfect. Engage your glutes, drive your hip forward. Drive your chest up, drive your hip forward, very gentle and slow. Drive your right leg forward again. Again, hip bones square forward, engage the glutes and drive your hip forward. Reach the back leg if you can. Bring it back down. Now here, you're gonna inhale and you're gonna bring your left arm reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your right down, reaching towards the floor, and you side bend. You try to reach the floor with your right arm, your hip is reaching, tilting toward your left. Yep, and now try to lean like your right hand wants to reach the floor. There we go. Your hip is tight, can really see. Very tight. Yep. That feels amazing. Come up, and now we are switching it. Your right arm goes up and reaching. Exhale, leans it, and your left hand goes towards the floor. Drive that hip towards your right side, leaning. Come back to the front. Bring hands on the floor. Tuck your toes under and take your knee off the floor. Deep lunge. Again, here is when you can use your pillows if that's too low, or you can use a chair. You're gonna inhale, cross the right leg in front. Exhale, lean on the floor, relaxing. Again, don't have to reach the floor, just go as low as you can. I want you to feel relaxed, no tension. So you pick how far you wanna go. Now walk slowly your hands back up. You tuck your left toe under again. You take your left knee off the floor and you walk in the bridge. Place the knee on the floor and come back. This time, place your knees wider apart than before. Almost your mug wide. And you're gonna sit back like we did it before. Inhale. Walk your hands forward, keep your back back, and your arms are reaching forward. Walk slowly. Bring your hip off the floor. Bring your hands on your lower back. Elbows pointing back, chin up, hip forward. If you can, reach your heels. Open up the chest. Engage your glutes, chin up and breathe. Very gentle, bring the hands back on your lower back and go back to neutral area. Now our left leg is gonna go forward. In the same hip extension, watch the hip bones pointing forward before you lean towards it. If you can, you reach your back leg. There we go. Bring your leg down. Bring your chest to the front. Inhale. Bring your right arm up, up, up. Reaching. Your left one reaches down towards the floor and you side bend towards, reaching towards your left, while your hip is reaching towards your right. So the idea is that you try to reach the floor with your left hand. You should feel a nice stretch on your side, obliques, QL. Inhale. And rotate, windmill. Now lean towards your right. Your left hand goes over your head. And your hip leans towards your left side. Back to neutral. Bring your hands on the floor. Tuck your toes under and take your knee off the floor. From there, cross your left leg in front, pigeon pose, and bring your chest down. If you can, if not, stay up. Also, you can place a pillow right underneath your left booty to help you to take pressure off your knees. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands. Now stay right here with me in a sitting position. Bring your legs in front. Bring your hands behind you and just shake your legs. Side to side, up and down. Relaxing those hips. That was amazing. Okay, cross your left one. We did this last Thursday. Place your left foot right in the inside of your right thigh. And your right thigh is gonna reach diagonal to the side of the mat. Your toe, right toe is pointing up and your chest is tall and long, so I don't wanna arch it. If you cannot do it, go ahead and place a pillow or a yoga block or something to help you to keep those hip bones forward. Inhale. Right arm goes and reaches your right toes. Your knees are locked. Walk back up, chest tall and long again. Right toe pointing up so your quad is engaged. Inhale. Your left arm goes above and reaches. So this time your chest is squared forward. You should feel nice stretch on your left side. Try to expand your ribs by doing a deep breath. Come back to the front. Bring soles of the foot together. Grab your big toes with your hands. And you're gonna inhale, chest tall again. If you find yourself like here, place the pillow. We wanna stay tall and we wanna stay with your hip bones forward. If you know, you're taken out of the point of creating that hip mobility. Inhale, exhale, bend the elbows and bring your chest towards your feet, long and tall. I don't care how low your knees are. If your knees are higher, that's okay. But I want you to think about bringing your chest. Relax your hands. Bring your hands behind you and cross your right on top of your left one. Here, I'm gonna give you two options. You can stay right here if you feel plan to stretch. The second one is that you're gonna take your hands and grab the upper thigh, chest tall, or you can grab the top of your shin and bring it. Makes it harder and harder. Chest tall and long, drive your chest forward. Bring your left leg forward. Bring your right leg forward, bring your hands behind you and shake them. Again, we are gonna do the same thing on your left side. So now you bend your right one inside, resting on the inside of your left thigh. Chest is tall and long, left toe is pointing up to the ceiling, left quad is engaged. You're sitting tall and long on those sitting bones. Inhale. Exhale and bring your left hand reaching your left toe. You try to keep both shoulders square pointing towards the floor. Come up slowly. Bring your chest to the front. Inhale. Right hand goes above your head and your left hand reaches the toe, but this time your shoulders are square forward. This right arm is reaching away. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale. Bring it back to the front. Bring soles of the foot together. Grab those toes, stay long and tall. Now we are not gonna work on the forward bending. We are gonna work on the dropping on the hand. So you can use one hand to help you to bring it lower and switch, do the other one. Or you can keep both like that and just pressing This is one that for me is pretty easy, but especially if you are higher, use those elbows to help you to press it down. Cross your left one on top of your right one. Chest all along. You can keep your hands behind you. You can grab your foot or thigh, or you can grab your shin, but I want your chest long and tall. Yeah, your hip rotators. Reach your right leg forward, reach your left one. Okay, let's do a last one. We are gonna cross your right leg in front or on top, depending on flexibility. In the front is totally fine. Again, like I said, I want you tall and long. If you feel arching, put the pillow or choose the first option. Inhale, exhale, walk with your hands, reaching as far forward as you can. If you cannot do much, you can place your elbows right here, right in front of your shoulders. Because right leg is on top, you should feel a little more stretch on your right side. Walk your hands towards your right knee, trying to bring your nose to touch your right knee without lifting your body weight or your booty off the floor. It's a side bend. Inhale, exhale, very gentle. Walk your hands towards your left knee now. Same thing. Your right hip bone is flat on the floor. You're not lifting your right side. And you try to bring your chest, your nose towards the knee. Walk your hands back to the center. Walk your hands very gentle. So you get back all the way up. Now we are gonna rotate. You're gonna place your left one in front or your left one on top. Your choice. Again, it should feel relaxing. You should feel like you're stretching, but you're not fighting it. If it feels like you're fighting it, take a step backwards and let your body relax. Again, inhale, chest tall. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Stay on your elbows all the way to the front. Inhale, walk your hands very gentle towards your left side. Trying to bring your chest towards the left knee. Your shoulders are square flat on the floor. Walk back to the center and slowly go towards your right knee. Same thing. Relax your shoulders. Just stay sitting in both sitting bones and just bring as slow as you can towards your right knee. Walk your hands back to the front. Walk your hands back up. Bring your chin up and relax it. Bring your hands behind you. Bring your legs forward and shake them again. Relaxing those knees. Let's do one more and we are done. So we do a little bit of the front. So I want you to lean on your left side. You're gonna grab the right foot and you're gonna bring it towards your booty, towards your lower back and backwards. I want you to think about knee, hip, same level. So bring it up, more. Now from there, try to invite it to go as back as I can. We're not rotating. So it's just your knee going backwards. Right there. You should feel the stretch right on the front. If you find yourself doing any of this, keep your leg less close from your back, but make sure you're leaning, reaching backwards. A lot of hip tightness comes also from your quad. It's all that chain together. So those hip flexors are pulling for your quad. It's pulling from your rectus abdominals and start creating that hip tilting. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side. Lean on your right one. Grab the top of your left foot. Bring it towards your booty and bring as far back as you can. Driving those hip bones forward. Excellent. Once you do that, you can invite your left knee to go as far back as you can. We're not changing that position. If you are feeling a lot on your lower back, it's probably because you are arching your back. You should feel this in the front of your hip so you can engage your glutes if you need to. Okay. Let's sit in a comfortable position for the last deep breath. Inhale. Come up, reach as far up as you can. Exhale, lean to one side. Inhale. Exhale, lean to the other side. Back to the center. Inhale. And exhale. That's all for today. I feel amazing. I feel really good now. Good job, guys. Feels like we never get enough hip mobility.